News 46 is brought to you by Inspiration Senior Living, where we provide affordable elegance to Pahrump area seniors. Give us a call at 751-2300 and make an appointment to tour our community. News is also brought to you by Golden Casino Group, where you'll always find great fun, good food, and fantastic entertainment, all at Gold Town, Lakeside, and the Pahrump Nugget. News is also brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-9900 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson.
Tonight on News 46, a group of neighbors speak out about an arrest. The Martin Luther King breakfast will be held Monday at the Nugget. And Nye Communities Coalition holds a seminar to stop abuse. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Deanna O'Donnell. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Friday, January 15th, 2016. I'm Deanna O'Donnell for News 46. Attorney Nancy Lord was arrested at her home yesterday on a bench warrant. Her trial was to be held concerning the numerous dogs she has on her property located on Peckstein Street. A bench warrant was issued because she was again a no-show to court. She has a no-bail hold and will not see a judge until Tuesday. She will remain in detention until then. We caught up with a few of her neighbors who have been the catalyst of her animal control complaints.
Everyday life is they're running through my property, tearing up the trash. I'm constantly picking up trash, terrorizing my dog. They just poop in my yard. They're just living in my yard, you know. And I had back surgery 2 months ago, and I'm constantly having to pick up trash. And my boyfriend, he goes to work at 2 o'clock in the morning, and there's been times where those dogs have been on our property and has barked at them and started coming towards them like they were going to attack them.
So do you guys have a fence in between your property or what?
If you want to call it a fence, yes. She's put up lattice and 2x4s and stuff, try to keep from the dog going over, and they crawl over or they go under the fence. And
do you guys talk?
I haven't talked to her but a couple times, and I've asked her, I says, please, can you keep your dogs off my property because they're destroying my property. They get in the trash and they get into other things, and you know, it's getting to be rather, I'm getting pissed off.
3 years of insanity, and you know, enough to where I almost broke up my marriage. And it's hard. My first experience was in December, I think, of 2013. My husband, always with dogs on leash, walking the dogs, as he always does. 16 dogs come running around the corner straight for him. And my husband has one lung, or an impaired calcified lung. And he just hunkered down and prayed they wouldn't, you know, and luckily he screamed until he was hoarse for like a week, but they diverted and went around him. But this was a daily occurrence. I have grandchildren that can't go out and play. I've had to buy a gate. I've had to shut the gate because it was massive amounts until that year and something ago when we did the raid and got Channel 13 involved too. And they did the raid, and you think it was going to be good? No, they let her have 5 dogs.
And then when they gave her back those 5 dogs, they weren't sterilized? Is that what's going on?
As far as I know, you're allowed to have breeding pairs.
We all arrived about, I think the court time was 1:30. At about 1:40, she was still not there. She's notorious for being late, and the judge just wasn't tolerating it anymore. So,
what judge was this?
I believe it's Whitaker.
And so she didn't show up to court. What happened at that point?
At that point in time, there was a no-bail warrant issued, and she was arrested, I think, about 5 o'clock in front of her house.
And as we head into our first break, let's join Jeff Simmons at the Pahrump Nugget.
Hello everybody, I'm Jeff Simmons here at the Pahrump Nugget, and we'll start off with our casino drawings every Friday and Saturday from 5 to 8 p.m. Every half hour. You can win up your share of $5,000 in cash, up to $5,000 in cash. And every Thursday, and that would be from 11 to 6 p.m., once an hour, you can win your share of $2,016. So come on down, get your points and your earned in your card, so you can have the drawings. And then bingo, we got every day at the 1 and 7 p.m. We have double pay on 5 games and a third chance coverall. That's every day at the 1 and 7, and the rest of the sessions are regular sessions. Then on over at Kathy, over at Go Town, she's still having her paper only as of now. No split pots, paper only at 11 a.m. every day, and then Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays at the 11 and 1. Paper only, no split pots. So paper player, go see Kathy over at Go Town. Looking forward to seeing everybody here. Bye-bye.